Yemen's Houthi rebels claim attacks on Israel, growing fears of wider conflict.
Vietnamese seafood striving to have yellow card removed in 6 months.
Landslide along Lam River threaten people's lives.
Hello everyone, you're watching today's news on NTV. My name is Ha Zhang, your host. Let's begin our bulletin today with the latest and hottest news. The conflict between Israel and the Hamas Islamic movement in the Gaza Strip is heating up and facing the risk of spreading after Hamas allies, the Houthi rebel in Yemen, followed the Lebanese Hezbollah group, claim attacks on Israel.
Houthi rebels told that they have launched ballistics missiles and drones against targets in Israel. Hezbollah, another powerful Shia militia in Lebanon, also claimed that they had carried out 105 raids targeting Israel since October 8, causing casualties to about 120 Israeli soldiers, destroying 9 tanks and 1 military aircraft. Israel, in its turn, also announced that it had repelled Hezbollah attacks and through Hamas's front lines of defense in Gaza.
Continuing the 6th sessions of the 15th National Assembly, the Nghệ An provincial delegations has asked that the National Assembly to complete of the Lam River embankment project through Mương Sen Town in Kishon district to 2024.
On March 22, 2022, the government allowed the Nghệ An People's Committee to use 100 billion Vietnamese dongs of central budget to fund the Lam River embankment project through Muang Dien Town, KY Sun District. The District People's Committee has taken steps to call for investment and select consulting unit to build the feasibility report. However, on October 1, 2022, a flash flood occurred and changed the Nam Mo River basin. The design plan thus was no longer suitable. At the National Assembly session, Nghệ An province delegates hoped that project implementation and budget allocation time should be extended to 2024 so that the project can be completed as expectations of voters and local people.
The European Council should remove Vietnam from yellow card if Vietnamese seafood get the job done in the fight against illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. This information was given at the Trade Promotion Conference with the Vietnamese trade system abroad.
After practical assessment, EU recognized Vietnam's efforts in removing the IUU yellow card. However, some problems still arise. If the actual situation is improved, EU may consider removing Vietnam from yellow card in the next 6 months. Therefore, the local authorities, Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers and Businesses, need to guide people on obeying the seafood exploitation regulations, ensuring food hygiene and safety.
Coming up next are some updated news.
The Ministry of Transport has asked the People's Committees of Lang Son, Bac Giang, Bac Ninh, Ninh Binh, Thua Thien, Hue, Long An, and Tien Giang provinces to review the rest stops under construction and operation on the North-South Expressway. To solve inadequacies and to improve the effectiveness, the Ministry of Transport requests the People's Committees of the involved localities to coordinate with investors to prepare reports on the investment and exploitation of the rest stops and send them to the Ministry of Transport before November 3rd for inspection and reviewing.
Ha Giang Provincial People's Committee has approved the plan of charging fees for visiting the UNESCO Global Geopark Dong Van Karst Plateau. Visitors who stay overnight there will pay 30,000 Vietnamese dongs for adults and 15,000 Vietnamese dongs for children each night, stretching over 2,356 square kilometers. In 2010, Dong Van Karst Plateau has been officially recognized as the UNESCO Global Geopark.
India witnessed the largest data leak when the citizen identification cards and passports of 815 million people in the country were put up for sale on dark web forum. The cybersecurity firm Resecurity in U.S. said that a hacker named Pwn0001 posted stolen data for sale for $80,000 United States dollars. The stolen data included information about Aadhaar biometrically verifiable identification number, passport information, phone number, and address. According to Pwn0001, this information was stolen from a trove of data which were sent to the Medical Research Council by Indian residents for COVID-19 tests.
Moving on to the today's story. Landslides along the bank of Lam River are becoming more and more serious, as it not only causes loss of agricultural land, but also threatens of the safety of households living along the river.
At the beginning of October, a serious landslide area occurred in Hamlet 1, Lang Son Commune, An Son District, with a total length of 120 meters, a width of 30 meters, and a depth of 20 meters. For nearly a month, Mr. Vo Van Looy was always worried when the distance between the landslide area and his house was just over 5 meters.
Previously, my family's land extended far beyond. Currently, there are only a few meters. Every night, I get very worried whenever heavy rain occurs.
The landslides in many communes of Nam Dan District and Hung Nguyen District not only caused land loss, but also threatens the safety of the dike body.
Every year, the rainy season often causes landslides, affecting households and areas of agricultural land.
While waiting for long-term solutions, local authorities in the districts came up with the temporary solutions, such as mobilizing machinery to level the land and handle cracks to limit the landslides. People even had to buy hundreds of square meters of tarpaulin to cover the land surface, in hoping to limit the risk of serious landslides during the rainy season.
It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.